I'm going to use white candy bark coating to cover these treat pops. These are rice cereal treats that I've either rolled into balls or molded into shapes or cut with cookie cutters. And first you want to dip the stick into the melted chocolate and then push it into the base of the treat pop. And then let that dry so that the treat pop will stay on its stick. When making pops with shapes that you formed using a cookie cutter, just make sure that the rice cereal treat mixture is thick enough so that the base of the shape is big enough for the stick to fit into. I made these using Rice Chex instead of Rice Krispies, so the mixture is a little bit denser and I have to really push to get the popsicle stick to go in it. Once all the sticks are in, make sure you let the chocolate dry so that the sticks will stay in. And in the meantime, you can get all your sprinkles and everything together that you're going to use to decorate them. And then just gently dip your treat pop into the melted candy coating, and while it's still wet, that's when you're going to want to add any sprinkles that you're going to use to decorate. And you can have a lot of fun with this. You can be very, very creative with putting the sprinkles on the pops. With this one, I'm going to make kind of like a little flower garden using these green jimmies as the grass and the stems and the leaves. And then I'm going to use just these little blossom sprinkles to make the flowers. Dipping shaped pops is pretty much the same. Just gently dip it into the melted candy and then tap off any excess. And you can add the sprinkles to decorate this. I'm going to make kind of like a little daisy using these tiny white nonpareils. And then I'm going to use some pink sanding sugar to make the flower center. For this one, I'm just going to add some yellow sanding sugar to the flower center so that it looks like a daisy. You could just dip the sides of the treat pop into the sprinkles and coat it that way, and then clear out some in the middle and add your whatever sprinkles you want to use for the flower center. If you wanted to add a little more detail, there's no reason why you couldn't take some green sprinkles, or really whatever you like, and add that as a calyx or a base to your flower. Candy shapes are also fun. I can use candy hearts and add them to my heart-shaped treat pop and then dip it in the pink sanding sugar, and it'll look like there's a yellow heart in the middle of the pink. After you dip your treat pops and put the sprinkles on, you'll want to stick them in a block of styrofoam to dry.